Welcome, guys. The topic we are considering is probability. What is probability? This is the measure of the likelihood of occurrence or a required outcome happening. It is the chance of an event happening. For example, a student might ask himself while preparing for an exam, that is, what is the probability that I will score 100%? This means that the student is asking himself what chance he has of scoring 100 out of 100. So here it goes. Probability is often represented as a fraction, that is, number of required outcomes over number of possible outcomes. For the example of the student mentioned earlier, the boy has just one required outcome, which is to score 100%, whilst the possible outcomes are two. RA, he either scores 100%, that is 1, or not. So the probability of scoring 100% is equal to half. The probability of scoring 100% is half. And the probability of not scoring 100% also is half. Let's consider this under this. When an event is certain to happen, then the probability is 1. E.g., if Ade is 5 years old this year, the probability that he will be 6 years old next year is 1. Because certainly by next year, a year will have been added to his age now. 2. When an event is certain not to happen, the probability is 0. E.g., if Ade is 5 years old now, the probability that he would be 8 years old next year is 0. Because by next year, he will only add 1 year to his age. So if P is the probability that an event will happen and Q is the probability that an event will not happen, then P plus Q equals 1. And Q equals 1 minus P. Thus, if P is probability of occurrence of a desired outcome, then the probability that the desired outcome will not occur is 1 minus P. Let's look at this example 1. A dice has 6 faces numbered 1 to 6. If the die is rolled once, find the probability of A obtaining the number 6, B obtaining the number 10, C not obtaining the number 6, D obtaining one of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the solution is for solution to question A. Probability of obtaining 6 simply means number of 6 on face of die is just 1. The total numbers of figure on die is 6. Therefore, the probability is 1 over 6. The solution to question B. Probability of obtaining 10 is 0, since there is no 10 on the face of the die. The solution to question C is probability of not obtaining 6 is 1 minus probability of obtaining 6, which simply means 1 minus 1 over 6, which is 5 over 6. The solution to question D. Since the numbers on the face of the die are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, we can only have one of these numbers, so the probability is 1. Let's consider example 2. A card is picked at random from a pack of 52 playing cards. What is the probability that is a 6? Now let's look at the options are there, but let's look at the guideline. In a pack of playing cards, there are 4 of every number. Therefore, probability of having 6 is number of 6 over total number of playing cards, which means 4 over 52, and that will give us 1 over 13. Let's consider the next example. A student is picked at random from a class obtaining 17 boys and 13 girls. What is the probability that the student is a girl? The options are there, but let's look at the guideline. Probability of picking a girl is number of girls, which are 13, over number of students, which is the addition of the boys and the girls, and that gives us 13/30. Then let's look at these questions as we try to solve them. Thank you.